guys, right here, VJ Scott representing, and I'm just about to talk to multiple award-winning artists all the way from the United States. He's represented Africa as always, the man Akon, and we're just about to get into a conversation. Stick and stay. Let's go. Alright guys, man, I'm right here with Akon, represented Africa always, all day, the man Akon. Welcome to Ghana.
No, thank you, brother.
How you see the whole atmosphere?
I love it, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful out here.
Now, before this interview, you had the lunch. I want to ask, what do you have?
I'm sorry?
Before the interview, you went in for your lunch, like you took some food. So I want to ask if you've had any Ghanaian dishes so far.
Oh, yeah, no, we they had an amazing buffet here with just Ghanaian cuisine. Me, I'm a jollof rice guy, so that's the first place I went. Get me some.
Ghana jollof is your favorite, I guess.
I love jollof, period. I think all the jollof is great, depending on how you feel that day and what taste you facing for, because everybody make it differently, But Ghana, I gotta say though, Ghana jollof rice is amazing.
So let's talk about the main reason why you are in Africa at the moment, because it's the year of return in Ghana, and a lot of superstars are already in the country, and you are here, Akon. So I want you to tell our viewers right now that basically the main reason why you are in Africa as we're talking to you right now.
Absolutely, I'm here to actually welcome all our guests for the year of return. We have a lot of U.S. guests that's in town now that's really having an amazing time. And I wanted to make sure that when they got here, they saw a familiar face that understood the territory, that understood the continent, that can better lead them to things to do, things to eat, people to hang out with, places to go. Just make them feel very, very comfortable at home,
All right. And you drop an Afrobeat album. This is like the first album, an Afrobeat album that you dropping.
Right.
And you're yet to release it, I guess.
No.
It's already out.
Yeah, it's out. It's out. The Akon album is actually out right now on all the digital platforms. This is my first official Afrobeat album that I released. I've released Afrobeat songs that I might have wrote for other artists or produced for other artists, but for Akon's project, this is the first one.
Comparing working on an Afrobeat album and working on, let's say, an R&B album, which one would you say is the toughest?
Oh, the toughest? Easy R&B. Afrobeat was super easy for me.
Super easy R&B.
That's already in the culture. You got to understand, like when I was doing R&B and hip hop, I did that in my sleep, but I did it with figured out melodies that I think would work in Africa, so it's a lot more complicated. But to do Afrobeat for Africa, it was very easy for me because it was already in the blood.
Yeah, talking about the production works for the Afrobeat album, was it done by African producers, or it was basically producers based in the U.S. that you work with?
No, it was all done by African producers and myself. This first album, I had Sam Clef. He did a lot of beautiful records on there. I had Scales. I'm talking about Spells. Spells came on board. He did some amazing records on there. Who else? I'm bad with names, by the way. I forgot to tell you. That's my handicap. He's gonna kill me. No, I gotta mention him because he's one of my favorite producers, and I cannot remember his name. But he worked a lot with Alamide.
Okay.
He's gonna kill me.
Young.
No. He's gonna kill me.
We're definitely gonna remember that. But let's tell us a little more about Akon. Tell us more about Akon, because I know it's one thing that you are so. You want it to really happen so that it take Africa by storm. So tell us more about Akon.
Well, Akon, the way I look at it, Akon is going to be you can say the stable currency alternative for Africa. And what I mean by that, I feel like our currencies, we don't own it. Our currencies, we don't print it. Our currency, we don't control it. Our currency is really just a token and a way of keeping us controlled by our opposition or another country in so many ways. In Africa, we have too many resources. We have too many people as far as our population itself. Just the population itself should be enough to, you can say in so many ways, account for our dollar. Our human resource itself. So when you look at China, for instance, how they utilize and maximize that human resource and built a whole dynasty. Africa, we could do the same thing, but the better of it is that our younger generation, we understand digital. And we grew up on digital. We literally leapfrog from landlines all the way up to cell phones. Now we're doing digital platforms that people like Uber and Google and, all these Apple and all these guys are taking from us, So the whole idea is to rebuild Africa from a digital standpoint. I think the digital currency is not only going to give us security, It's going to delete a lot of the corruption that's going on, but it's going to give us more control over our own currency.
So it's going to be used in all the African countries.
I want it to be in all 54 African countries, man. The whole idea is for it to be one day to be utilized throughout the whole continent.
Thank you very much. Thank you to us.
No, thank you, bro.
Nice.